let's pick before I had anyone, right? And I was physically doing a lot of the work with a couple of other people. You'd look at your network, your family, your friends that are contractors, that is maybe a plumber, electrician. I'd reach out to them, just like starting any other business. You'll find that I would say 8 out of 10 aren't going to work out, but you're asking your network, who's a plumber that you know that you feel great about, that's looking to make some more consistent money? Or do you have an electrician or a carpenter or plasterer or whatever it may be? And you'll find times that you're just going to have to go to the local building department. Who do they recommend? They're going to say, oh, I can't recommend anyone, but here's a list. And that's a good place to start, maybe on some larger projects that you know that you want a little more influence from the town on. But on your traditional fix and flip, pick one contractor that you know well, that you trust. You probably have one trade that you know well, that you trust. Ask that person for recommendations. That's your best way of finding quality people.
So you said 8 out of 10 don't work. Is that something that you have to find out by going through the process, or you're talking about like you can filter through the 8 out of 10 like upfront? So,
we'll make mistakes, of course, but there's certain filters that I'll put into place right away. And if they don't pass any of those tests, then they're out before we start. And some of those items, I'm just going by experience and memory right now, but some are, what's important to you. For me, when I call or text somebody, a reasonable timeline for a response. If I have to chase them to respond to me, I will not do that. And I won't put them in a contract to work with me. Because if you have to chase them to give them the work, you're really going to have to chase them to do the work. So that's key for me, is not chasing contractors. The next thing is you already got that referral from a friend or another contractor that you know well, and you ask that contractor, say you know a painter really well. Say, what plumber do you see on all your jobs? They'll give you that name. So when you reach out to that plumber, say, hey, do you know Jeff, the painter? Yes, I do. What do you think? Oh, he's a great guy. We work together all the time. Good. So, are you looking for more work? We're straight out. We're slammed. Not a fit. That's no longer a fit for me. If that's present, yeah, we're doing well. We're growing our business, and happy to see if this can make sense for us. Okay, now I'll meet you at the job. So then we meet at the job, and you have that conversation. This is how you filter them out. You have that conversation. If they're late for meeting you, or if they had to reschedule twice, no, thank you. If they had to reschedule and say, hey, text them, an emergency came up, I'm going to be a half an hour late. That's reasonable in construction because emergencies happen for certain contractors. They meet, you think they can work within your, your expectations. Then the critical part is, I would say, pricing. We're not the homeowner that's looking to paint one room in Brookline. That's not who you're giving a price to right now. I'm looking for contractor pricing. So general contractors oftentimes get pricing that's 20 to 30% less than a retail price. So because then the general contractor marks it up to retail, and that's how they make their money most of the time. So for us, we're not marking it up, but we're looking to save that 20, 30% from a retail price.